All planets start with a circle, and immediately after the time has come to draw some continents, I decided that this world will have two main tectonic plates, east and west, that are moving toward each other to form a mountain range in the center. Island chains are always a fun thing to add, and realistic too. There's plenty of island chains in reality. The two small island chains in the north here are a result of a couple of volcanic hotspots like Hawaii. Once the basic shapes are made, one must add wrinkles. Real coastlines are infinitely detailed, and art can only ever capture a facsimile of this truth. But I can try. Greenery should be placed strategically. Plants need water to survive and to thrive. Thus they should crop up around coastlines and the paths of rivers, particularly in river deltas like that of the Nile. The west is mostly a hot desert area, so greenery is far from the norm here. You can expect to see much more in the way of barren, sanded wastelands. The eastern subcontinent, however, receives direct rainfall and so can have much more forestry. The westbound rain clouds get blocked by the mountain range and cannot reach the west, which is why that half is so dry. Everyone knows about ice caps, I don't need to explain what's going on up here. A planet is pretty much a sphere, and shading a sphere is easier than shooting kids in a barrel. A wrinkly sphere like a planet is harder, but you start with the same basic step, dividing the light from the dark along a great circle. In the case of a big planet, I think it's worth adding some sequential rings of greater lightness or darkness to make subsequent steps easier. Then it is time for the tedious work of shading all the geographic details. More than half the time I spent making this image was spent on this singular step. Also check this, adding swirly shapes to the ocean to break up the obvious borders between one shade and the next, like a form of dithering. I like this, I think it's cool, and we'll do it more in future probably. A planet is nothing without a background behind it, which is pretty much just stars, and after creating a simple glow to simulate an atmosphere, that is just what must be drawn. Most stars are faint dots, stars minor, but precious few will be brighter, stars major. This is pretty much the only thing I ever use a sprite's brush tool for. There you go, a pixel planet.